this final webinar in the Blue Bio Techpreneurs Transferring the Business Gene webinar series. My name is Ethan Holliday, and I'm a project manager, European projects manager at the Polymer Bretagne Atlantique. We are a sea innovation cluster in Western Brittany and a project partner on Blue Bio Techpreneurs. So Blue Bio Techpreneurs is a project that's co-funded by the European Union, and it's all about giving students, recent graduates, and other professionals the inspiration, the knowledge, and the experience they need to launch a successful career in the blue bioeconomy. And so before we get into the content today, I will go through a couple of points of news quite quickly. So one that we're quite excited about is our first MOOC, our first massive open online course has been published and is available for you to access now. And so this is a great first point of discovery for the blue bioeconomy sector, blue biotechnology, and related fields. You'll learn the basics of this sector, what it looks like today, and what it takes to start a business and to work in the field. There are also fun things like discovering your entrepreneurial profile. So you may discover that you have a bit more of the business gene than maybe you first expected. But really, this is meant to be a resource for individuals who are looking to boost their skills to make themselves more attractive in the job market and also give them tools to build businesses. But also for universities, this is potentially a source of supplemental pedagogical material, and for businesses, a potential training resource. And so we'll have further courses that'll be published throughout the course of this year that will delve more deeply into specific topics, but this is available to join now. The other project news is we have our next hackathon that is going to occur in June, from the 6th to the 8th of June in Murcia in Poland. So a wonderful locale with students from all over Europe who are going to be joining to tackle over a single weekend some concrete challenges from the sector. So you can see the challenges here. We have challenges relating to recirculating aquaculture systems, to cosmetics, and to regenerative ocean farming. And so we encourage you to apply now. We've had quite a few applications, and tomorrow is the final day. So it'll be your last chance to take advantage of this. And we'll be hearing a bit later about what these hackathons look like and what value they can bring. You can also go to this link. If you scan this QR code, you'll have all of our links to apply to the hackathon, to access the MOOC, and to get access to all of our past webinars. So this webinar series is all about giving you a concrete sense of what it's like to work in the sector, to maybe start a business. And so we have topics on how to build a startup, on sustainable approaches in aquaculture, and the valorization of fish, along with and making the leap from academia to entrepreneurship. So we've got some nice resources now. And today we are really thrilled to be covering the topic of finding work in the blue bioeconomy. So closing out our series with what should be something on the minds of many students here as the end of the spring semester comes, but also something of interest, we hope, to the wider blue bioeconomy community. And we are thrilled to be joined by some really wonderful guests. So Celia Murcia, Christina Zantioti, and Vivian Ayer. welcome, and you will be hearing their presentations, and we'll be asking them a couple questions. If at any time during the webinar you would like to ask a question, you can type it into the question box on the upper right-hand corner. So it's a little dialog box with a question mark, and we will be sure to ask it in the Q&A session, or if time does not permit, or you have a more specific request for connection or something like this, we'll communicate it after the fact. If you have other comments that you'd like to share, you can use the chat function next to it. But for any questions, use the question section. Also, I should state now that the webinar is being recorded. Participants' names and faces won't appear, but the session will be recorded just for everyone's information. And so, welcome to our panelists. We're going to be tackling now this question of what it takes to launch a successful career in Blue Bioeconomy. This is something that's maybe not always very transparent when we're coming at it from the outside, either as a student or as someone in another sector. And so we hope to give you the visibility over these questions today. And so we'll start our roundtable with Celia Murcia. We're thrilled to be joined by the CEO and founder of Blue-jobs and an expert in all things blue economy, hiring, and the blue economy in general. So thank you for joining us, Celia.
Thank you so much, Ethan. Should I start the presentation?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you so much. So hello, everyone. My name is Celia. I'm the founder of Blue-jobs, which is a job platform dedicated to the blue economy and marine science sectors. So I'm here today to present some tips and trends on the blue economy, in particular in the blue biotechnology sector. So I will start with the trends. These graphs that you're seeing on the screen come from the Blue Economy report from the European Commission. As you know, blue biotechnology has several applications. So the first point here is to understand the market, because from the market there will come the opportunities for jobs. I saw in the survey that most of you are already professional, 40%, but almost 80% has no experience on this specific sector. So I think these graphs will help you to understand what are the top market segments, let's say. So on the blue biotechnology, the drug discovery holds almost 25% of the share, indicating that there is a strong focus on pharmaceuticals derived from marine resources. Then there is also the vaccine development, bioengineering, and genomics are also important contributors to this sector in the health and genetic research. Other application of blue biotechnology could be water treatment services, so more focusing on environmental sustainability, aquaculture, fisheries, so more for food production, and also another that is quite important is biofuels. So using marine-based renewable energy solutions. So in the future, there is these three boxes that there will be more promising in the future. So basically medical, cosmetics, pharmaceutical, bioenergy, and functional foods and dietary supplements. So basically looking at these graphs, you can imagine which are the sectors that will require more professionals in the medium term. So if we move to the next slide, please. Basically, at Blue-jobs, we support the students and professionals on career development in blue economy. So the first step is understanding the market. The second step is to understanding the different pathways, no? After finishing your degree or your master or PhD, where do you see yourself working in the next year? So I just highlighted here two main pathways. One is research and one is working on private company. I just put these two because we only have 5 minutes presentation, but there are other pathways. So please remember that even if you work in the biotechnology sector, you can also work at the policy level, for example, or a NGO for ocean conservation, but with a biotech focus. And then there is another important aspect on entrepreneurship. I think then the other speakers will mention this. So yeah, please don't stick to these options, but they are the most common right now. So for research, if you go through this pathway, you know that you will have a direct contribution to scientific progress and innovation. You will have this freedom to choose the projects that you want to collaborate with. There will be continuous learning opportunities. This is quite good also. You will have chances to travel, networking opportunities at the different congresses. If you get, for example, a PhD, then you will have more chances to have a higher remunerated job in the industry later. But on the other hand, in particular in the first years of your research career, you have a lower remuneration. Sometimes there is issues with the work-life balance, no? So basically, I'm sure you know many PhD students who have suffered a burnout. So this is a reality, and you will continue looking for external funds to continue with your research. And in the other side, there is the private company. So if you are interested in a private company, you know that you will have probably a higher salary. You will be very focused on the problem solving and solution oriented. And you will apply all the research concepts and science into really practical solutions, which is really good as well. But on the other hand, you won't be able to choose the projects because it will be based on the mission and vision of the company. And you will also need to carry out other activities which are not, other tasks which are not related to Blue Biotechnology, like administration, project management, sales, client management. So you need to be aware that you need also a kind of a multidisciplinary skills to work in private companies. So I just wanted to give you like pros and cons from the different pathways. So if we move to the next slide, please. This is the second part. So basically some tips to success and to get a job in this industry. Basically, we have been discussing here on building a strong knowledge base. So you have the chance, for example, to undertake this course organized by Blue Bio Techpreneurs. So I will highly recommend this course. So also obviously gain practical experience, do as many as possible internships, research projects, work in the lab at the university. So gain this practical experience also for you to know which kind of job you like for the future. Then develop a specialized skill set. So basically, we can discuss it later, but some companies, they are asking now also skills on artificial intelligence or coding, programming, bioinformatics. So I will recommend you to specialize in one of these subsectors. Then once you all have this experience and this education, do your best to improve your CV, cover letter, and LinkedIn profile. So we have some videos on YouTube and blogs on the Blue Jobs platform that will help you to improve this. It's something that seems easier to prepare a cover letter, but I'm telling you that I'm in the hiring position and I'm looking at some cover letters from very senior people. They are not really written well. So this is your introduction letter for the companies, and companies only have 1 minute to read your CV and decide if they want you or not in the company. So take advantages of this time. And I think I'm speaking too much now. I think I'm over the 5 minutes. but just be proactive. My advice would be to attend all the network events, conferences,
Mm.
webinars like this one, and create this network community that also Blue Bio entrepreneurs are facilitating, this community of people, which is very important to proceed with your career. And I think that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And in those slides, we saw all of the ways that a career in blue biotech, what that can mean, and the possibilities are really quite impressive in terms of the diversity. I think we see there's not a huge monopoly in one sector. There's a lot of things that fall under this umbrella. But one question that I had was uh, which type of job posting um, uh, is kind of the most common that you see on your wonderful job platform? If there were a kind of, let's say, yeah, a common job posting in the sector, what would that
Mhm.
be?
Yeah, no, we had for the last few months, we have analyzed which kind of jobs roles we have in our platform, and there are PhD opportunities in seafood products, seaweed biorefinery, seaweed
Mm,
valorization for different
mm,
applications. Then we have roles for the aquaculture industry, like a professional specialist in sargassum, for example, or any specific algae, um, or genetics specialist, also to be working in the aquaculture sector. Then we have the pharmaceutical industry, and we can see some clinical project manager here.
mm,
We can also find some jobs on the lab, cultivation manager, lab manager, and then we have also the business development manager, no, for the
mm.
industry, which is also very important. So we have kind of more scientific roles, more academic roles, and then more business development innovation roles.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, so I mean, there are lots of opportunities to let's say take advantage of different skill sets
Mhm.
and strengths. Um, and also, this is you talk about receiving applications that are maybe a little underwhelming from from pretty senior people sometimes. If you had to give kind of one uh, really like key piece of advice, whether positive, definitely do this, or definitely not do this, uh, uh, what might that be?
Yeah, I would say, as I said before, to write a good cover letter. So basically, do not copy and paste a cover letter
Mm,
from other jobs, adapt it to the ones. Do not repeat the information from the CV because they already have it.
mm,
And basically, sell yourself. So
mm,
what make you unique, no, for this job application? So you can also demonstrate your experience with clear examples, and also explain why you are interested in this position and what you can offer to this company, no, or to this organization, rather than just listing all your experience, blah blah. Just okay, I can provide you this. I can make the company growth because of I will provide this and this and this. So yeah, really focusing on what they want to hear rather than just writing another type of CV. No, that would be
mm.
my piece of advice.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that we'll have questions for you in the Q&A section.
Perfect.
But thank you very much for that overview and that advice. Definitely encourage folks to check out your platform and your services. Um, and so you part of your presentation was about taking advantage of opportunities for development, gaining skills, and that's something that our next speaker is really pushing forward for women in agriculture. So Christina, thank you so much for joining us. So she is the co-founder and president of NOWA, Network of Women in Aquaculture. Uh, and I'll give the floor to you now to talk about some of the great work you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ethan. Hello, everyone, also from my side. My name is Christina Zantioti. I am an animal scientist and I am the co founder and president of NOWA, the network of women in aquaculture. So, NOWA is a social entrepreneurship initiative. I think if we can move to the
Absolutely.
next slide. Thank you. So NOWA is a social entrepreneurship initiative which is dedicated to promoting gender equality, inclusivity, and sustainability across the global aquaculture industry. So our approach is rooted in empowerment, collaboration, and environmental stewardship. And our main goal is to provide a platform for women and for everyone that is sharing our vision for gender equality and inclusivity to connect, learn, and contribute to creating a more sustainable and resilient aquaculture sector. So in NOAA, we had also done our own survey. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to present some results. But from this survey, we understood some of the basic needs that are currently people in our aquaculture having. Some of them were that the people thought that they have a difficulty in finding access to training, to mentoring, and to learning leadership skills in order to excel, advance, and reach higher positions in their career. So these results, along with many more that we had, made us decide on our 6 pillars on which we want to work on as a network. So NOAA is going to provide solutions that are based in inclusivity, that are going to have a multicultural reach, because both us ourselves and our vision is to give access to everyone. We do not want to have location restrictions. We want to welcome everyone, and multidisciplinary solution, because we also ourselves come from various backgrounds. So, but we work obviously all of us in or with aquaculture. So our solution is based, as I said, in 6 pillars, and under the umbrella of those, we are designing and launching our activities. So our pillars are capacity building, mentoring, networking, promotion of the role of women that work in aquaculture, activities to excel in your career in aquaculture, and advocacy for a gender equal and inclusive aquaculture. So for anyone that wants to know more about our network or that wants to get involved, we can, thank you, thank you, Ethan. So for anyone that wants to become involved and support our vision and our actions, they can contact us. Here you can also see our QR code where you can find all our links, both on social media, um, links to join our campaigns, and to become a member. So currently we are in great need of mentors, people that want to provide data for us to help us make reports and uh, spread out the information, people that want to participate in trainings or become trainers and help us develop training programs targeted to specific aquaculture needs. And we always want to promote role models in aquaculture. And lastly, because I don't want to, I prefer that we answer people's question and don't waste a lot of time on this. I want to just mention that in January, we launched also our membership. We offer, NOAA is based on a sustainable business model, having three kinds of membership. So we offer a membership for individuals. Here, I would like to note that for anyone that is a student, the membership is free of charge. So we offer our membership for free for anyone that is a student and has a student identity or a proof of being a student. And then we offer a membership both for businesses and for associations and institutions that want to support our actions and our visions and want to collaborate with us.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, we can see there's so many really valuable resources that you're going to be putting into place, and some great opportunities to get involved, as you said, either as a student or as a professional, and we're really excited to see where all this goes. Um, but from going from the this kind of future, I was wondering if we could kind of go back to the history, let's say, because this
Sure.
is kind of, this is obviously the you know a great ambitious venture as well. So what's the story behind how the network came to be, and what your experience of it has been so far?
So let's start by saying that NOWA is a pretty new uh, network that has been unofficially, it was established in November 2023, but officially it has been legally established since October 2024. So we are running our very first official months of being a legal entity and an official association. So the vision of NOWA came up after me and my colleagues had participated in a training that was organized by the General Commission for the Mediterranean Fisheries and Aquaculture of the FAO, which was aimed to promote the sustainable aquaculture for women. So we met in this training that took place in Greece. And after sharing our experience, we didn't want to stop collaborating after
Mm,
the seminar. We wanted to take it a step further. So after trying some smaller ventures, let's say research ventures together, we understood that there is a need and a gap in this field, so that there was no network to represent only women in aquaculture that has no location restrictions, because there are some networks, but sometimes they offer opportunities only for specific countries. So we decided in this way that since there is nothing like that, we are going to provide this solution to our fellow colleagues in aquaculture.
excellent. Yeah, and from where you stand now, um, where do you see the kind of best opportunities for women in aquaculture, uh, whether it be maybe opportunities available right now, or perhaps places where you see potential for advancement?
So if we take a look at the numbers and the official reports, we will see that currently the majority of women are mainly working post-harvest. There are a lot of women working in the packaging industry. However, both me and my colleagues believe that there are opportunities in the whole value chain.
Mhm.
We ourselves are working either in research or policy or innovation. So we believe that uh, there are opportunities everywhere, and it doesn't matter your background. It's a matter of knowing where to look for these opportunities. And for that reason, I believe that tools like Celia ones, the Blue-jobs, is very important, because you have all the information collected in one place. And we also, as a network, are very close to launching a tool that is going to be specifically dedicated only for aquaculture, to help identify more opportunities and solve this misconception that aquaculture means necessarily working only in the sea. This is not true. You can be a policy expert, you can work in the lab, you can work in the sea, you can work. I have even met lawyers working in aquaculture, dealing with legal issues. So opportunities are plenty and everywhere. You just need to know where to look.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for sharing this. And I think that's uh, this is something that's a common thread that's evolving. Is that this is a sector with lots of different opportunities for lots of different profiles, and yeah, we have to go out there and take advantage of opportunities, and also work
Exactly,
together, right?
exactly,
Join forces
exactly,
to be stronger.
exactly. Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. And so now we're thrilled to be joined by Divya Nair, who is a PhD student and who participated in our first hackathon, our Nordic hackathon in Denmark. And she has very kindly agreed to share with us some of her experiences of the hackathon, and how this yeah, what this experience was like, what it brought to her. So thank you very much, Thevia, for joining us. And the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ethan. So, hello everyone. I'm Divya. I'm a PhD student at the Technical University of Denmark. And yes, I participated in the previous hackathon under Blue Bio Techpreneurs. And we were given 24 hours to come up with a solution posed to us by the founder of a startup. And the problem that he had posed to us was that the consumption of blue mussels was not as high. And blue mussels are a more sustainable protein compared to the commonly consumed proteins in Denmark. And this is this is a Danish startup, so we had to focus on the Danish market. And there was a lack of consumption of sustainable proteins. And a lot of the issues stemmed from what we learned from his market research was the hesitation about texture, hesitation about how to prepare the food, safety
Mm,
concerns, unawareness of the benefits of consuming such a product. Um, and it's very surprising because Denmark is one of the biggest mussel fisheries, and it produces about 3,500 tons of mussels per year, but most of it
mm,
is shipped out to other countries. So the local population has not been consuming blue mussels as much, and their solution was to try and produce a food product that was palatable to the Danish market and to encourage consumption of this protein. So he posed to us these problems. Um, next slide, please, Ethan. And so, from understanding the Danish food market and understanding what he was trying to do with his startup mission, we talked about texture. We talked about how we can make something that's easy to consume. How do you make it palatable and comparable with already existing products in the market? And we came up with a very simple solution. Actually, we came up with a powder called savory powder. So we placed it as something that's comparable to bouillons, you know, something that you could use in your soups, and protein powders, because this what you can get out of the mussel is something that is kind of in between. It's better than a bouillon. It's actually better than a protein powder. It's almost like bone broth. If you're into the health scene these days, people want to have bone broth to be able to have a good start of the day, or after they have a intermittent fasting, they can consume bone broth, which is high protein, high collagen, and then they can then continue their day with other meals. So we came up with this solution. We came up with the production, the costs of production, and we were able to propose a solution that was comparably priced to other products on the market. And with the vision that we would like to integrate blue mussels into the everyday Danish diet. And that was the solution that was selected to be the winner. And I think this would not have been possible without the team. So as Celia and Christina had talked about, you need multidisciplinary approach. You need there are many different roles when it comes to coming up with a startup idea, which we could have made a startup on this, but this was a solution given to our mentor and the founder of the problem. And we have Max and Arno, the two guys on the left and the middle, and they are they have a master's in management and in business economics. And the three ladies, myself on the right, Hiba in the middle, and Martina at the back. We are more oceanography and aquaculture ladies. So we were able to come together, use our strengths to the best of our abilities, and come up with this solution. So what I took away from this is that it's everyone has their core skill sets, and it's really good if you communicated and found people that could fit like a jigsaw puzzle with your skills and contribute views that you did not have and come up with a solution together. And that was something that I really appreciated from this hackathon, because without it, I don't think I would have met people from such different backgrounds in my own workplace or even in my campus. So
Mhm.
yes, that's it from me,
Yeah,
Ethan.
yeah, and I'll just say personally, having been at this event, I mean that's something that really struck everyone is how well you combined those skill sets in a final solution and a pitch that took into account not only the scientific aspects and this innovation aspect, but really thinking seriously about demand and how a product like this would perform in the market. Um, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, and uh, I know that you subsequently then presented at the Blue Mission Banos event as well.
Yes, we came back together as a team and we talked about our solution, our approach, and the need for more blue solutions in the at least we work in the food side, so at least in the blue foods side of the blue economy. So yes.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and so one question that I had is how did this experience um, impact the way you thought about your future career plans?
Yep. For me, it was very helpful that this event and anything that all that Blue Bio Techpreneurs are doing, it's really good because um, my path in science in marine science has kind of switched when I was in during COVID actually,
Mm,
where I found it really difficult to find a job, and actually even now today, my
mm,
master's. I have to mentor master students in their work, and they do tell me that they do find it difficult to find jobs after graduation. And I
mm,
felt that it was maybe not enough for me to just go look for a job. And that was when I felt like I should look into entrepreneurship, because as an entrepreneur, you are not only providing solutions to problems in the market, you are also stimulating job production. So you're offering
mm,
jobs to people that were not there before, people who have skill sets which go unused because they just look for what's on the market, but you are producing an opportunity for them to do what you need for your business if you come up with one. So then that's when I started to look more into entrepreneurship and learn more, because you have to learn business skills at the same time, and understand markets and talk to more people. So this event was able to kind of make me apply everything that I had been slowly learning from all these
mm,
different places. And that made me want to do it even more. For example, like when I'm
mm,
done with my PhD, I definitely either want to do a postdoc that has that leads to eventually starting a startup, so innovation or product development related kind of postdoc,
mm.
and also to reach out to more students because there is a very good push for academics to go into startups, at least at DTU. So I really appreciate that, and this event has really helped me get into that more.
Oh, that's really wonderful to hear, and I love that way of thinking about it too. not only as a entrepreneurship as a, let's say, a personal challenge, and a way of kind of exerting personal freedom, which it is, but also this lever for bringing more people into the fold with a common vision, and allowing them to flourish too. I really like that way of seeing entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. And so I think we have uh, now uh, a, question. There's one for Celia. Um, so this is a question about elaborating on a good cover letter. You kind of covered this a bit in the follow-up questions. Um, but then the person asks, how do you usually evaluate applicants? So maybe, yeah. So what are the what qualities maybe are you trying to discern when you're looking for a really effective cover letter and a CV and an application? What do you think that recruiters are really, yeah,
Okay.
trying to get to?
I think I understood the question. Yeah, thank you, Ethan. So I think, well, it is important for you to know that there is only 1 minute's attention, 1 minute attention from the recruiter. So you really need to be really good at your CV, very clear, try to be concise, and for your cover letter, the same. So, now using artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, you can realize really quickly if you have actually written this letter or it is a template, use it for many other applications. So of course you can use ChatGPT to improve the cover letter, no? But you need to make it more personal to you. So basically the CV covers all the experience that you have, all the education, but the cover letter is what you can provide to this company, no? And real examples of I learned this working on this company, so I can work on this company. I can provide you this, no? So I think that's one of the key aspects, not to have really long CVs, not to have really long cover letters because the time is really short. Go to the point, use bullet points, bold. Use bold also to highlight the key aspects of your CV. And yeah, I think that would be the first thing that a recruiter see when they are looking at CVs and cover letters.
Right. Yeah. So they're trying to really see the person through the the paper, see the through skills through the. It's great. So we have a couple questions about recording. So yeah, we are recording the webinar, and you'll be able to access it later. And one aspect of NOAA's work that I think is perhaps a really key um, experience when developing your career, and perhaps all of the panelists might be able to speak to this, um, is about mentoring. And so I guess the question would be, how do you approach a mentor, and how do you know when you've found the right mentor for you?
Can I start?
Yeah, please.
So specifically for NOWA, the mentoring is going to be launched later in the year. It's not yet officially set up, but I can answer this question from my personal experience, both as a mentor and as a mentee. So in my opinion, there are various websites where you can apply for mentoring. Even collaborators of your project offer mentoring experiences. One thing that was made very clear to me from my mentors that were professors from Italy, that we had some very nice mentoring sessions, was that when a mentee is applying for this kind of opportunities, should always keep in mind that communication is the key. And also that the mentor is not your professor. So it's not there to teach you, but it's there to listen and then share his opinion and guide you um, on your path. So their main role is to step back from their teaching, let's say, abilities and the teaching like experience, if we are talking about people that are coming from academia, and to listen to you, your thoughts and your worries regarding your career, and then try to guide you in a way that helps you. So this is, in my opinion, very important for people to have to have it distinguished in their mind that mentoring is not teaching, and the communication is the key. So you need to feel very comfortable to speak with your mentor. So this is for me the most essential thing. To be able to and to feel comfortable to sharing your opinions, your thoughts, and your worries with your mentor.
Mm, mm. Yes, and
If I may, yeah, I think also how to find your good mentor. No, you were asking, Ethan. There are different types of mentors. So there is the challenger mentor. So, for example,
mm,
you are providing a solution, or you are telling them about your idea, and they will change everything and will challenge you, like saying, no, but why instead of doing this you do this, or move the wall around you
mm-hmm,
to make you think out of the box. Then there are other type of mentors, more listening, like Christina was saying, no. So you need to find the one that is good for you, no. That would be my first advice. And then I'm also involved in mentoring programs, and what I found more useful is to prepare in advance the session. So
mm,
read a lot about this mentor, what are their expertise, the field of work, and try to prepare the session with really clear questions, and explain your
mm,
needs and be really specific, because in the end this mentor will be really busy as well. So if you have 1 hour with them, you need to take advantages. So prepare in advance. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I'm actually looking for a mentor, so I'll probably have to speak to our fellow speakers here and maybe check out the Blue Bio Techpreneurs portal. I think there's an option to look for mentors there, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
not wrong, Ethan.
Absolutely, Blue Bio Match. So at bluebiomatch.eu, and we'll have the QR code here at the end of the session. So thank you for the plug. But yeah, I think no, what really uh, comes out there is the really essentially human quality of having a mentor, which I think um, perhaps is refreshing when we're in the process of looking for work, about thinking of our career. Um, so we have uh, another question from uh, a, a participant here, and she writes, as a recent graduate with a master's degree in marine biotech, I'm struggling to break into the job market. And she thinks her main challenge is the current economic climate, uh, with people being laid off more than being hired, with a really competitive environment. Um, and she feels that she's kind of in a vicious cycle where she doesn't have enough experience to qualify for many roles, but companies are prioritizing more experienced candidates. So she's having trouble just getting that first key experience. And she says that yeah, she's having trouble getting her foot in the door, and just trying to get a chance to start. And so she had given these challenges, given the challenges actually getting that first experience. What advice would you have for her?
I think, yeah, I can start. I think we all understand this because we all suffer this time where we struggle to find the first job. That's actually why I founded Blue Jobs, because at the time that I finished my degree on marine science, it was really difficult to find a job. Right now, there are many opportunities. So I will just advise to use this time, because as we were mentioning, I think it was Celia, we need to have a multidisciplinary skill set. So I'm just going to give you some examples of the vacancies that we have in our platform and what kind of skills they require. So oral communication, know the labs, how to work in the labs, languages, understanding the industry, understanding the policy. So even if you work in a lab or in research, you need to know what is going on at the European policy levels, no? What are the safety protocols, the laboratory equipment? So you can use this time still to skill yourself, and that would be my advice. And then you will find it. I mean, I'm sure you will find, you are working on that. It's just to be at the right time, at the right moment, in the right place. So use this time to improve your CV, and the time will come for sure.
Yeah, and then we have another speaker that, or excuse me, another participant who has chimed in, expressing the same, let's say, wanting to let you know that you're not alone. That she has the same problem, and that she also encourages looking for internships. I think that echoes kind of the advice we've heard throughout the session. Look for those uh, practical experiences. Look for uh, opportunities for upskilling, and uh, yeah, excellent.
I can
Um,
maybe just add
mhm,
on to that.
absolutely.
I think that's very, when I was doing my master's, I was trying to rack up as many internships as I could, just to know people and also to rack up some skill sets because I wasn't really sure what I liked. Um, and then there's this thing, me and my friends, we call it the military time. So this is when maybe early on in your career, you just have to do maybe low paid, or I mean the apprenticeships and internships, and that's going to be helping you get your foot through the door, and also to look at the jobs that you would like to do and see what kind of important certifications, like Celia said, maybe you need a certification for animal handling and things like that. So try to do internships in places where they will probably pay for you to get this kind of certificate, because you need to do it for them, you need to do that work for them. So uh, that would really help, because once you have the certificate, you can move on with it. And of course, to keep a good relations with everyone you work with, and really you have to make friends, and you have to really talk to people, if because that's usually the best way to get a job, to keep in contact and to ask around. Yeah.
Excellent.
Can I also add something?
Absolutely.
I completely understand the worry, specifically because I come also from a country that has had a lot of financial issues and market difficulties. I totally agree with everything that has been said up to now, and I just wanted to add that there are many universities that also offer a lot of webinars for free. Also, some of them are high-profile universities that offer seminars with certification for free. And there are also many, if someone doesn't want to spend time in an internship, there are also even training courses that a lot of times are they're funded, and funds are covered, so people can participate without spending a huge amount of money, and get skills and connections. And One other thing is if you have events locally that you can attend, also those, some of them are, you can attend either with a very small fee or for free, and people of your sector are there. So go there and get out of your cell and speak, show them your CV, so give them a card, give them your LinkedIn. So we've all been there, so we understand, but there is hope.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I think that's a lovely place to end the Q&A section. So we'll ask you for your final words of advice and for our participants here in a moment. But just to echo what we've seen here uh, in the past, if you want to continue the conversation, be plugged into conversations and opportunities in the Blue Bioeconomy, we encourage you to check out Blue Bio Match, which is this platform for connecting to students and professionals and seeing all sorts of opportunities and events throughout Europe. It's an active and growing network, and you'll also find our project activities. So a reminder that we have the hackathon coming up, so apply by tomorrow. And then we have our MOOC that we're really excited as people are uh, starting to discover. And yes, so for our final, what final words of advice would you have for someone looking to launch a career in the Blue Bioeconomy?
Okay, so from my side, I think it could be proactive. Do not wait to the opportunities come to you. Just look for them. Apart from conferences, also go to the job fairs. There are many job fairs, and there's a really good opportunity to give your CV, your card. Think globally as well. There are many opportunities around the world. Maybe you are only looking at your place, but this is a global industry, so just be more open and flexible, adaptable to the market and needs. Thank you.
Excellent.
From my side, I want to say that in general, the blue economy is a sector that has a lot of opportunities, some that, and a lot of topics that you can study or work in. You saw also Celia's presentation. You can work from drugs to fish to ship to transport to biotechnology. So if you're thinking about it, go for it. And you will not regret it.
And my thoughts would be that it's good for academics to take a step back out of the comfort zone and to give it a try and see where you can fit in. Sometimes you don't have to be that uncomfortable. There are different roles. Instead of being an entrepreneur, you can work for an entrepreneur with your special skill set. And you will be contributing not just to the society, but also to yourself for your own self-development.
Excellent. Thank you all so much for this very, very rich session. And thank you to all of our participants. I omitted to say that Federico Moriti couldn't join us today due to a late schedule conflict, but he sends you all his best and invites you to share any questions you might have regarding his startup activities. But thank you all for being here. It's been really a treasure to be able to speak with you on this topic. And thank you to everyone who's participated in this webinar series over the past 6 sessions, from our wonderful consortium partners at Blue Bio Alliance, who really have been key in the success of the webinar series, including the wonderful Diana, who's here with us today, and also colleagues from Submariner, from Southern Denmark University, and from the University of Gdansk. Also, thank you to the European Commission and the IMFAF for supporting this this venture. It's been a lot of fun, and I do hope that if you weren't able to join us before, that you explore all of the conversations that we've had um, over the past a little bit over a year in these sessions. And yeah, I want to encourage everyone to follow the wonderful example of our panelists today and heed all the wonderful advice that they gave. And so thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for giving up your time to all of our panelists.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful day, and best of luck to everyone in all of their career ventures.